Mondays are always fun. At least I think Mondays are always fun. Hello, everybody. Welcome today to broadcasting to your community. I got to admit, I'm feeling a little, I'm going to feel a little lonely today. My friend Stephen Healy, who normally joins me here, is feeling under the weather. So he had to take the day off. So, Stephen, if you happen to be watching, which he's probably with one eye open, he's probably keeping an eye on me. I hope you're feeling better soon. Hello to everyone else. I hope everyone else is feeling good. It sucks when you're sick, right? One great thing about being sick is you really appreciate it when you feel better. That's for sure. Today we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We always talk about some live streaming. We try to fit that in there somewhere. Sometimes even Stephen and I, when we're here together, sometimes we don't even get to the live streaming, but we always have great conversations. So today it's just my voice you're going to hear, unless, of course, you're someone out there that wants to talk and share. And if you do, be sure you're watching from the link in the description, from the direct link. Type the word guest in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get you on here to join me. Wherever you are in the world, where are we in the world? We're broadcasting simulcast in Australia, Ireland, South Africa, all throughout the United States and Canada, of course. I said Australia, South Africa. We're busy. We're getting around. Do you celebrate April Fools? Wherever you are, do you celebrate April Fools? And, I think a lot of people, I don't even know where it came from. Well, we'll talk about that. Maybe we can look into where did April Fools come from? Where did it originate? I don't know. What I do know is there's a silly rule that goes along with it. Well, at least I don't know. When I was a kid, I was told, my mother told me, she said, okay, well, this only goes up till noon. And then after that, it doesn't count. I'm not one of those people. I think that rule sucks. I think April Fool's Day, if you're doing April Fool's Day, it's all day, all night, all the way through. That's the only way to do April Fool's Day. Do you do April Fools? I have two cameras going now. I have to remember where to look. I have to look at the one with the light on, but this one's got a light on too. I'm self-producing. I'm alone today with the producing. Stephen actually has been producing the last couple of weeks. Pardon me, as I was typically out of town. So last week I was out of town and he had to take control. So now here I am again trying to look after things. Do you celebrate April Fools only till noon? I you know what? Let's do something, because this is something that actually we've been talking about in the Be Livers group, is what kind of features in Be Live do you use and what features do you not so much use? And one of the ones that doesn't get used very much and I think should be used more is the polling. So, all right, here's the question. Do you celebrate April Fools past? Oh, be helpful if I could spell. Fools Day past 12 noon. That's the question. Yes. No. I don't do April Fools. That would be the boring answer. So here we go. One of the features that's been added in there with Be Live, which is fantastic, is the polling. So we're going to start the live poll now. We're going to add it to the broadcast. Let's see if I can make things look a little better here. So there it is. Now, whether you're watching on mobile or desktop, if you're watching on mobile, I think you got to scroll down to the bottom of your screen and it'll show you the opportunity to vote. Yes. And there you go. Someone has voted, which is fantastic. Let's get a better shot of that. No. Why not? April Fools is fun. And I'd be curious if you want to share in the comments some of the April Fool's things that you've done over the years, or that some of the things you've been fooled by. If you have children, they probably try to get you, right? Can't really think of one that my kids really got me on, but I do remember when I was younger. Way younger. This would be like in the 70s, late 70s. I was 10 years old in 1979. There you go. Figure out the rest. My mother used to boil eggs. And she would take the eggs that were boiled and she'd take a red magic marker and she'd put an X on the end of them. So I'm pretty sure one year I took some of the eggs that weren't boiled and put X's on them. So that when she went to open them up, yeah. I'm pretty sure I got in trouble that day. So there's the poll question. Answer it. Do you celebrate April Fool's Day past 12 o'clock noon? And this just all ties into using the features of Be Live, right? The features of Be Live are there for you to use. And the more you use them all, the more you will get engagement from your audience. Like putting a poll out and somebody voted no. Do you even celebrate? Maybe that would have been a better question. And why don't, for the person who answered no, why don't you celebrate April Fool's Day past 12 noon? Why not? What's wrong? If you'd like to join me on camera, you want to talk about April Fool's Day, or you want to talk about anything else good and positive, you want to talk about live streaming, we call this broadcasting to your community. And Stephen and I, for those of you just joining, he's not feeling well today, so I'm alone here. Come and join me on camera. Sometimes we talk. It's called broadcasting to your community, so we tend to talk about live streaming tips, etc. But we talk about other stuff too, like April Fool's Day. And once in a while, we talk about politics, especially lately when Stephen is here, because of what's happening in the EU. Pardon me. Oh, that was a little yawn that just slipped out there. Pardon me. The EU, the Brexit, and all that. So, but I can't talk much about it because Stephen knows more about it than I do. So, once again, do you celebrate April Fool's Day past 12 noon? I think it should. It's called April Fool's Day. It's not called April Fool's Morning. Is that a good argument? So one of the reasons I'm sharing this for you who are watching and wanting to learn a bit about broadcasting and live streaming using the Be Live format, this is a feature called polling that Facebook built in, and Be Live recognized it well enough to add it into their features. And it's pretty simple. It's in the back office. Well, and here's the thing. You know what? We're going to do, I'll give you a demonstration of how this works. So here we go. Okay. We'll get rid of that. That one's gone. Over. And now we're bringing you into this. So here we are in my back office. April Fool's Day. We can get rid of that too. Oh, there we go. That's better. Well, actually, if I put that back, here's. Huh? There we go. Now you don't see me at all. All right. Now, here's the interesting thing is, yes, I'm using more than one camera. So how did you do that, David? Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But first, here you are in your back office. I don't know why I call it the back office. It's the dashboard to Be Live, right? And here's the thing. You got this here. Add a photo from your Facebook albums. So pardon me, any of the photo albums that you have on your Facebook or in your Facebook profile, you can add them. For example, here are a list of all of my different photos, albums on my personal timeline. So you can add these in and share them. So imagine you're doing a show. Well, and I'll give you an example. Here's my show, the show live that's on later today, 3:30 Eastern. And here are some photos from last week's show that I would show, right? So you load them in there, and then it's really simple. You just add them in just like you normally would. And then you just click on the one you want to start, and there it is, right? And then add to broadcast. Look at that, the Sarnia Sting. Oh, the Sarnia Sting. They're done hockey for the season. But that's another story. So there's, now, and always mute Alexa. Always mute Alexa when you do a show. There's a tip of the day. All right, who's out there? Dom's out there watching, I think. Hello, Dom. Nice to, oh yeah, there he is. And hello. My friend Dom here in Sarnia, who's going to be joining me later today on my afternoon show. Dom also has started live streaming. Check out his group, Talking MS, on Facebook. So there you go. Here I am, self-producing. Self-producing takes a little bit of practice. Now, share your desktop screen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my other, and this will work better. So share your desktop screen. BeLive has built this right in. This is how nice and simple BeLive is become. So there it is. Now, bring it up on the screen, David. Just clickety-click. And there you go. Now, in doing this, what if I wanted to share a video, David? Good question. I will show you how to do that. Let me do this first. So we'll go over to a video, blah, blah, blah. I'll go over here. Whoops. Of course, everything moves. There we go. Of course, everything moves a bit slower when you're broadcasting, right? I don't know why, but I keep getting Andy Kaufman and David Letter. So let's say I wanted to share this video. So in the background as well, if you want to unmute things, you can now share your video.
Is that us? We're on? How about that? There's a trick to being a host, and I'll catch on to it before we're done. I hope you're enjoying yourself as much as I am. We're going to be meeting now somebody I don't know, except from the Tube, from one of the other shows, which has kept television from being a criminal felony. I think it's a wonderful show. Taxi, don't you?
There you go. So pretty handy to be able to share your videos and share your screen, because then you can share stuff. I know this sounds pretty simple, but it's important to engage with your audience, right? It's really important to engage with your audience. You have to have some engagement. You have to include them. Like, even when they show up, like Dom there, he shows up, he says hello. Yeah, just acknowledge somebody and say, well, hello, and thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Dom, you're really good at that, by the way. I notice when you do your broadcast, you're like, oh, hello, and you got to talk to people. You got to engage with people. And every once in a while, there you go. So welcome to Broadcasting to Your Community. I'm a little alone today, as my friend Stephen Healy, if you're just joining, I mentioned, is feeling under the weather today. So he's taken the day off. And I know he felt bad for that. but he shouldn't. Get rid of my specs. He shouldn't feel bad because I've done it to him several times when things get in the way. So now it's my turn to try and take over, which I'll be doing that later today, but I'll have some guests. It's always easier when you have some guests joining in for sure, but you can talk by yourself. But some people, they would say, well, that's really tough. Yeah, you got to have a topic, something you're passionate about, and you can probably talk for hours and hours and hours. I could talk about live streaming for all the time. But here I try to keep it simple and like to talk a lot about BeLive and BeLive.tv. And here's another thing. So we're going to engage. I want to give you a free trial. I'm pretty sure I got this right. There it is. So one of the other things to do, engaging with your audience. There you go. If you'd like a free trial of BeLive.tv, follow the link on your screen. BeLive.tv is typically a 14-day free trial, but with that special link that BeLive is wonderfully allowed me to be a part of, you get a 30-day free trial of all the features of BeLive.tv. So if you like what you've been seeing, Dom, if you want a 30-day free trial of this, and check that out. You've got yourself a good trial. So April Fool's Day, I said that earlier. I was curious about where that began. So what a great way to share your screen, right? So now, stop that. Let's do that again. And now we're going to share our other screen. That's the cool thing. If you have more than one screen going, it will allow you to share more than one screen. So what was I going to do here? What would you call that? The origin of April Fool's Day. Look at how that conveniently popped up. Oh, it's even on the History Channel. I think that's where this is from. Well, let's try this. Let's try this show. Okay, here we are on the. I don't want that.
It's not an official holiday, but April Fool's Day is still a much-loved tradition among pranksters throughout the world. For all its popularity, it might come as a surprise that no one really knows when, where, or how April Fool's Day got started. So, is there a real reason why April 1st has become an international obsession? According to one common theory, the tradition dates all the way back to 16th century France, when Pope Gregory XIII issued a papal bull mandating a new calendar system for Europe. The Gregorian calendar, as it became known, set the start of the year on January 1st instead of the beginning of spring in late March or early April. Word of the change traveled slowly in France, and many people in rural areas continued to celebrate the new year in the spring. These slow adapters became known as April Fools, and were singled out for pranks and jokes by their countrymen, who had held their celebrations months earlier. But there are a couple of problems with the calendar change theory. For one thing, many people in France had already started celebrating the new year on January 1st, long before 1582. The switch occurred gradually all over France, not suddenly after the papal bull. And even before the change, the new year hadn't been connected specifically to April 1st, but with the Easter holiday. Some theories date the origins of April Fool's Day centuries earlier, to ancient Roman festivals celebrated in the spring, such as Hilaria. And Eastern cultures have their own versions of the lighthearted tradition, including Holi in India, a festival of colors during which people throw colored water or paint on each other. While it seems unclear how it started, by the 1700s, English pranksters were celebrating April 1st by playing tricks, such as pinning false tails on unsuspecting people or sending them on fake errands. As the holiday became more popular, newspapers, radio and TV stations, and businesses got into the act with false headlines, news stories, or promotional campaigns. One of history's most famous hoaxes took place in 1957 when the British Broadcasting Corporation fooled many people into believing that people in Switzerland grew spaghetti on trees. And in the United States in 1998, gullible fast food customers got caught asking for the left-handed burger, a sandwich supposedly engineered for southpaws that a national chain advertised in the paper. Despite its long and interesting history, April Fool's Day may soon be a thing of the past. Recently, governments across the globe began moving to officially outlaw the holiday, citing lost worker productivity on the prank-filled day. April Fools!
All right, well, there you go. A little bit of an explanation of April Fool's Day. I didn't know that. Thank you to the History Channel. And how is it fun to be able to share and just go online? For example, Dom, who's out there, I think he's still out there, who does Talking MS on his in his group, and we'll be talking with him later today. This would be an opportunity, Dom, for you to be able to talk and show at the same time. Maybe you have a video you want to show, if you're able to do that. Yeah, and another great way to engage with your audience, right? So there you go. Some information today on April Fool's Day. I had invited my friend RJ Redden, who is the bot queen. I really wish she could have been here, but she's busy doing some work. But have you ever heard of bots? Chat bots. Now, chat bots are something that helps you grow your brand, grow what you're doing, grow an audience, all that stuff. And I would encourage anybody who is coming into the live streaming world, or anybody who has a business, quite honestly, it's not just for live streaming, to check out this resource, manychat.com. And ManyChat is, there's a free version and there's a paid version. It starts, I think, about $10 a month. But the free version, it can be simple to begin with, but there's so many moving parts going on there in the chatbot world. But ManyChat's the one that I use. You may have gotten a notification that said, hey, David's going live, coming up in a few minutes. That's all from my chatbot. So you can imagine the possibilities of building an audience. And if you want to know more about that, visit my friend RJ Redden, who is I call her the bot queen, but she is black belt karate. Let me just show you. I'm having a hard time talking today. I don't know why. I hope I get rid of this bug before today. Black belt bots. Hard time. Let's show you. Why not? We will show you RJ's page. There you go. So RJ Redden has black belt bots, and she is the expert that I know. She's great at explaining things. I get this right. There we go. She's really great at explaining things. And I watch her whenever I can. I'll watch her replays. And she's been really helpful. Her and Steven do a lot of projects together as well. If you go on Udemy, you can find their course as well, which I've purchased. And it's fantastic to I review it every once in a while. There you go. Check her out on Facebook at Black Belt. What is going on, man? I can't talk well. So there's obviously lots of moving parts going on in the streaming world, the live streaming world, and BeLive.tv tends to make it pretty simple for those who just want to talk about their passion. I keep coming back to Don because he's a great example of someone who's found this, a passion and something he's passionate about. because of his situation, and now he shares it. And Be Live makes it nice and simple for people to go live on Facebook, and now to go live on Twitch. Now, what is Twitch? Well, and here we go. What is Twitch? So we use that, and there's our engagement. Got to have the engagement. So what is Twitch? Have you heard of Twitch? We're going to go through it. And we're probably going to get some sound here. So I'm going to mute that. There we go. So Twitch, to most people, if you have heard of it, it's been around for a few years, actually. It was originally Justin.tv, and then it became Twitch, and then Amazon bought them. And to most people, as you see on your screen there right now, it's all about gaming. Well, it did start out that way. This was a platform for gamers to live stream themselves playing video games. Really, people do that? Yes. The esports and video gaming, it's a $1 billion industry right now. And it is on track to become the next $1 trillion industry. Now, when I say on track, it's just hit the $1 billion mark, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's likely not going to stop. It's not going to go away. The technology just itself grows, and this is all part of it. Now, Twitch, you can go to twitch.tv. While it's typically still gaming is the dominant category on Twitch, people are starting to realize that Twitch is not just for gaming anymore. In fact, Twitch realized that about a year ago, and they opened up the door to other categories. Now, what do I mean by this? Their terms of service up till about a year ago strictly even said no talking, no karaoke. Because I remember going on there, I was going to do a karaoke show, right? Nope, can do that. And it even specifically said karaoke. Now they have opened up the door. For example, here's a guy, Demon Machine. Somebody that I follow.
One of those things you get.
Now we're going to see. Now this is.
He was looking for adventure.
There we go. So we got to watch an ad first.
She loved finding danger.
I'm coming with you. Why am I always dangling?
He wanted company.
Remarkable. Pleased to meet you.
On April 12th,
I'm lonely.
Can you help me find my family?
We will find your place.
Hugh Jackman, Zoe Saldana, and Zach Galifianakis.
Is it hot in here?
Crack open the window.
Oh, that's better.
Missing Link. April 12th.
Okay, so here's this guy, Demon Machine.
Well, Marshall, I would
Awesome.
suggest not driving it over bumps,
He is a mechanic. He
Or
works at this,
not driving
garage.
it at all, or
his
taking it to the
boss wants
junkyard
to
where it belongs.
stream.
I mean, taking,
And he typically
picking it up
he's got a
some,
vehicle over there, and he fixes cars, and he's got his wireless clip-on mic.
grind the streets.
And he fixes cars
down.
and talks
Exactly.
about stuff during the stream. He currently has 576 concurrent viewers. How cool is that? Here we go. What
Nice,
else
nice.
is on here? Impact Wrestling is on Twitch.
Seems to be in control. Caught him in the head. And look at this! Oh, he was playing poker! Sure was. He stuck up on him, hit him with that DDT in there! Oh, man, he's got it!
Rolls through. He's got it hooked. There it is. Camel clutch submission. Hold applied.
Is he going to tap out? Son Jacob! Incredible how he played Jay Lethal on the Jay Lethal!
Close that. These are all the different categories. Now, these are all game categories. But there you have just chatting, for example, if you can see that there. I'm going to go in large mode here just for a moment. Actually, here's what we'll do. Make this a little better. Switch things up. Let's do this. And Let's fix that to that. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. This could be a little better. There we go. So there's the just chatting, right? So guess what that's all about? All these different game categories, of course. Now there's one, talk shows and podcasts. You can also food and drink. There's cooking shows, poker if you like to watch poker. Again, still very dominant in the gaming world. Special events. So I'll be streaming some stuff that I stream to Twitch. Marbles on stream. You can play this game. All you do is go into somebody's channel who's running the game. You type > play in the chat box, and then you sit back and wait, and hopefully your marble wins. It's addicting. Dom, try it. I'm telling you. ASMR. If you don't know what ASMR is, Google it. Sounds. Rocket League. Where's VR chat, virtual reality, right? But for example, Dom on Twitch, if you wanted to reach beyond your Facebook community, is typically your local community, right? It's people that you know and know you already. Whereas in the Twitch world, you're creating a channel, which is free to do. And then you would broadcast likely to people who don't even know you. You would start building a whole new community. And this would be a great place to do it, because now you're not just your demographic on Facebook is typically, I'm looking at two cameras, your demographic on Facebook is typically, again, your immediate people who already know you, people you've met either in person or somehow online. Whereas Twitch, when you're live, and it's only live all the time, well, I shouldn't say that. It's designed for live only. Other people are going to discover you other than just your immediate people that you already know. So I'll give you an example. I'll take you over to my channel. And I might be hosting somebody. I'm not sure. Nope, there we go. So there's my channel. And there we have, you see up top there. So I have 403 followers. This is what my page looks like. And there's a lot going on here in Twitch, and some people get discouraged in the beginning. They go, oh, I don't know if I can, that's not for me. There's just a lot of different things going on. Just go live on there, create something, and it gives you all this flexibility, you know, like, so if you look there, if I close this, like, so I created my cover page, right? Then I created all these things. I even have my own merch store. So if you go to my page and you click on this merchandise store, guess what that is? So you can buy, look, I got coffee mugs for sale. I got iPhone cases here. I've even got t-shirts, and there's pillowcases and all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be adding. And this is all available from another system that I use, but it's really simple. So you make some money from all of this too, right? That's one of the great things about Twitch is you're able to monetize what you're doing. Now, like any business, it requires a lot of effort, and you really have to put some time into it. But if time is something that you have, you could be sitting at home working on this and build your community, right? So Dom, if you're still out there, buddy, I think this would really be something that would be good for you. And yep, it's a lot of learning to do, but we get you started. Be something to look at. So I see some other folks coming out there joining me, and I'll say hello to you. Hello, everybody. For those of you joining, be sure to click on the link to make sure you're watching from the right place, so we know that if you do make your comments in the comments below, if you've got any questions or comments to share, we'll be able to see them. Otherwise, we won't be able to see them. And oh, there we go. Oh, I have to learn to scroll down once in a while. So there you go. That's a bit of a rundown on Twitch. And Be Live has moved into that world. Be Live has moved into the world of Twitch. Earlier this year at TwitchCon, they announced that they were, because they're also recognizing. So why would I want Twitch? Why would I want Be Live for Twitch? Because Be Live was originally designed for Facebook, to do talk show on Facebook. And as I've been able to show you, Dom, help me find my old lips. I need them back. As I've been able to show you, it's designed for Facebook originally to do a simple talk show format. And, you have different layouts you can click on if there's somebody else. Look, okay, so there you go. These are the different layouts when I have two of us here now, right? I can do this or I can do this. Look at that. How cool does that look to be? So when they realized that Twitch was opening up the categories, one of them being talk shows and podcasts, it made sense for them to design it to work with Twitch as well. And currently the Twitch version is free and in beta. So if you're going to go into that world, now's a good time to get in there and get ahead of the game. Who knows what they're going to do? And they keep adding more features. Now, for Facebook, there's a free version. Excuse me. I think gives you about 20 minutes twice a week. And only basic features. And then it turns into, I think, $25 a month or something like that. There's different levels. That's all on that link that I shared earlier, how much. But now moving into the Twitch world, they've recognized that, and they keep adding features all the time. And I know that they've got some more things coming, so they're constantly growing. And the other thing that's about the Be Live group is there's a group called Be Livers, and you can go in there. And what a fantastic community the Be Live world is. Everybody is in there helping each other out. So if you don't know anything about it, Dom, and if I'm not around, you can go into this group, and they're all super helpful. And there's a lot of people like myself who are moderators that do our best to connect with people. And when there's questions, we try to. I have to say though, in all fair, like Steven's the king of mods, because he's like everywhere 7 days a week, well, 5 days a week. And when there's a question in the Be Livers group, I can't even get to it that quick because Steven's already right there. You think I'm a busy guy. He's a busy guy. Anyway, there's lots of help available in the Be Livers group. And then BeLive.tv, of course, has their own Facebook page. And they're super great support. You can send them a message on Facebook or you send them an email. And, of course, they're very busy, but they always get back to people. And they do a great job of acknowledging people when they send out their stuff. So there you go. There's a bit of an overview on Twitch, and I really would encourage anybody who's looking at expanding your reach or trying something new. Here's the thing. There's like 140 million people on Twitch right now. There's like over 1 billion on YouTube. So you could still do a YouTube channel and you could grow there. But if you're going to go live, again, and do both. I do both. I do this show on Facebook, and then later today I'll put on the suit and tie and I'll get a little more official and do my community show. And I do my community show on Facebook because it's about my local community and it's surrounding me. Now, I have friends all over the world, but to reach my local audience, Facebook is where I need to do that because it's a community show. I will play reruns of my community show. I can upload videos there too and make it so that it goes live or looks live. But when I'm on Twitch broadcasting, which I will be starting, I think that's this week. I'll be doing it on Twitch. I talk about other things. I talk about live streaming using other platforms besides Be Live that are more advanced, right? Be Live is nice and simple and basic for people who are just getting started in it and who want to just do a basic talk show all laid out and have some features in it. Now, that being said, one of the great things also about Be Live is that it's cloud-based. You go to a website and you start your broadcast from there. That means it takes less processing power on your computer if you have an older computer. The cloud is a wonderful thing. Your iCloud, for example, right? If you don't, for those of you who might not know what the cloud is. So my iCloud on my phone, I put my notes. I have a note app in here, right? That comes with my iPhone, right? And there it is. And whatever I put in there, now I go and I open my iPad and I open up notes, and there it is. The cloud is a wonderful thing. And the cloud allows you to share. For example, I go to Windsor, I go on my laptop, and I log in, and everything's already all set up. It's still already there. I don't have to reset anything up. So the cloud is a great place to be. And they keep adding more features into it. And sometimes, unless you got a real super ninja computer, which I have a pretty good ninja computer, but he needs to be upgraded too. So those are the advantages of it too, is it allows other people who maybe have an older computer to be able to do these kind of things well too, right? So lots of reasons to use BeLive.tv and lots of reasons to check out Twitch and all the features that it has. And even if you're not going to be doing any live stream broadcasting, go check out Twitch. I guarantee you will find something. Okay, here, I'll give you an example. Let's go creative. Type creative. So here you got creative art, beauty and body art. Let me go here. Let's see. You want to check one out? Let's go to art. No body art. And looky there, there's Bob Ross painting. Okay, let's watch some Bob Ross. Some people think he's still alive.
Just slide.
I offer you a glimpse of a legendary creature, neither ape nor man, but a giant.
Oh, I like the sound of that guy.
You can speak.
Hi. I'm lonely, but on the other side of the world are my cousins. Can you help me find my family?
Let's do it. You'll need to keep a low profile.
Is it hot in here?
Crack open the window. We will find your place.
Oh boy, this is bad.
Throw me out of the pit.
Oh, hard to know whose fault that was. Let's do it again.
Missing Link, April 12th.
Going on over here too. There, maybe there's a tree there too. We don't know. Wherever. There. See, maybe back in here. All kinds of little doers. There. What do you say? Say there's one there. There it goes, right on up. Just sort of let your imagination just take you astray here. There we go.
So again, this is on Twitch. There's Bob Ross. How cool is that? If we go creative, let's go creative again. We go, here's beauty and body art. Oh boy. Not sure what to expect here. Look at that. Body art. She's painting herself. This is a channel on Twitch. Let's go, you can go music. That's always a good one. Music and performing arts. I'm sucking lots. I'm trying to stream out and watch video at the same time. It's hard to do. So let's close that. Usually somebody playing a guitar, hanging out playing guitar. There you go. We got to watch the video. So this guy has 19,000 followers, and that check mark there means he's a partner on Twitch. When you become a member to Twitch for free, you can obtain different levels. Like I'm an affiliate. Once you achieve affiliate status, then you get some advantages. You can earn money. For example, people have subscriptions. If they want to donate to your channel, they can donate bits, which are worth 100 bits is $1. And people can donate. And you'd be surprised what people will donate to. And then the next level is partner. So you achieve different levels and you can start to earn more money. And we got this. Here we go. Anyway, I think you get the idea out there. So there's a bit of what Twitch is all about. Right. So if you want to check out my channel, there's the link on the screen. Twitch.tv/Dav Burrows. Dave Burrows, Dav Burrows. People call me funny. People call me a lot of things. That's terrible. But there you go. So there's my channel on Twitch, and opportunity for you if you're going to be a live streamer to check out Twitch and look at all the different categories available. And if you're not going to live stream, that's okay. Go check out all the different things. It's all live, right? Now, when I say it's all live, there are still videos there. I'll give you a quick example here. So, for example, I have videos. It does save after I'm done live. It does save my videos there, so you can go back in and have a look at all the broadcasts that I've done. So, and there's a lot of moving parts to being a streamer on Twitch. Don't let that scare you off. But again, BeLive.tv makes it really simple to do a live broadcast, talk show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, on Twitch. So I would encourage you to check that out. So. All right. Well, I missed my friend Steven today. I was thinking I was going to have a hard time killing an hour. I probably could keep going for more, but I'm going to pop out a few minutes early here today so I can do some other things and clean up my studio and get ready for later on today. I'll be live on the show page, my show, and we'll get rid of that now. Coming up later today, 3:30 this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, I will be live on that page, the show Sarnia. And Michael Marinero, yes, figure skating champion Michael Marinero himself and his figure skating partner just got back from Japan in a competition there. We're going to be talking to Michael. I'm not sure if his partner Kirsten's going to join us, but Michael Marinero is going to join us. We're excited for that. Our friend Jeff Dale going to join me to talk about Captain Kid Days coming to Corunna in August. And then my friend Dom Fernandez, who's been watching here this part of the show, he's been fighting MS for close to 17 years and recently started doing some public speaking and live streaming. And he'll be joining me as a very special guest later on this afternoon. That's from 3:30 till 4:30. So I hope you will join me. Stephen, if you're watching, I hope you feel better, my friend. Looking forward to having you back next week. And thank you to all of you for watching here today. Make sure you leave your comments so that we can follow up with any of the questions that you might have. That's it for today. Until next time, bye for now. Oh, watch this cool thing. Oh, Stephen, I watch it. This is normally from my show, but today we're going to do this. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.